From the Samson Production Studios in the heart of Hazleton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13.
Brought to you by SSPTV and the Standard Speaker.
Just when you thought he was done, the chief heads back to the strippings for another round of fiery firepower. The latest video by Chief Kessler, our top story on News 13 for this Thursday. Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Kathy Baczynski. Well, he's at it again. Gilberton Police Chief Mark Kessler has made another YouTube tirade. It comes just days before Borough Council determines his fate. Matthew Bertillo joins me live in the studio to tell us all about it. Matthew?
That's right, Kathy. Chief Kessler's suspension ends in just 3 days, and his latest rant shows he's not backing down from posting his racy YouTube videos, whether or not he's fired.
Have different names.
The 10-minute video begins with Kessler holding a poster. It shows an angry-looking clown holding a large wooden mallet.
This target here is named Eric.
That's debatable, as is who Kessler could be referring to, possibly Gilberton Council Vice President Eric Boxer. But in the video, he only makes threats to the inanimate object.
This is the friend that Eric's going to meet today. This Eric.
And like he does in other videos, he fires at the target. But as police chief, Kessler knows the law.
Because he's a clown.
He knows that so long as he doesn't use anyone's direct name, he can say whatever he wants without it being considered a threat.
First of all, you're going to knock your gun off safety. And as he's coming, don't even give him a chance. Just light his right up.
Kessler then gets another poster off camera who he calls Danny. He could be referring to Gilberton Borough President Daniel Malloy, who on Facebook he called a tyrant.
All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Eric back together again.
That video has more than 12,000 views, by the way, and that's when Gilberton Borough Council will hold a special meeting on Friday night. They could decide whether Kessler continues as police chief, Kathy.
Now, Matthew, both Chief Kessler and Gilberton have already lawyered up on this, haven't they?
That's right. Both brought in special counsels, so a legal battle will go down after Friday night's meeting.
We shall see what happens. Thanks a lot, Matt. Well, police say that some home invaders were armed and dangerous when they pushed their way into a West Hazleton house last night. Now the hunt for suspects is on. West Hazleton police were called to the area of 3rd and Boundary Streets around 9:30 last night for a home invasion. Police say 2 men were carrying handguns when they pushed their way into one of the apartments in the house. Once inside, they ordered the resident face down onto the couch. The men got away with money and prescription medicines. Police are searching for the suspects.
The one individual was about 6 foot, the other one was about 5'9", dark-skinned males. One, the taller of the two, had a beard. He said a tight curly beard, and they're both wearing dark clothing. They left on foot, but we have no direction of travel as to which way they went.
The person inside the apartment was shaken up but not injured. Anybody with info about the incident is asked to call West Hazleton Police. It's the second fire in the same house in under a year. Now the state police fire marshal is trying to determine the cause of a suspicious house fire. It started this morning also in West Hazleton. West Hazleton police put out flames, firefighters put out flames at 203 North 3rd Street around 2 o'clock this morning. A state police fire marshal was on the scene today trying to determine where and how that fire started. It's the second time the fire department was dispatched to the vacant house in less than a year. While nobody's supposed to live in the home, neighbors say they have seen people coming in and out of the residence, possibly stealing scrap metal for money.
It appears as though that there's a chance that somebody was probably taking some copper from the house earlier on in the day, unconfirmed, but there's a possibility of that. And yeah, that's something that causes some alarm to us because you never know what they're going to do while they're in there. As it is right now, it's still going to be ruled suspicious until we get the report back from the fire marshal.
And West Hazleton is trying to get in contact with the owner of the building. No word if the house will be torn down. An elderly man was taken to the hospital after he was hit by a car, which then fled the scene early this morning in Hazleton. Police were called to the intersection of Church Street and Diamond Avenue around 5:30 this morning, where they found a 72-year-old man lying in the roadway. The man was trying to cross the street when he was hit by a vehicle. That car took off down the street. Police are searching for the car. The man that was hit had cuts to his face and possibly broken bones from the incident.
He was transported to Geisinger, Wyoming Valley Hospital.
Again, the vehicle is described as a gray 2010 Volkswagen Jetta. Police ask anybody with information about this hit and run to call the number at the bottom of your screen. State police at Frackville say they're not charging an East Brunswick Township man who shot and killed a teen intruder over the weekend. District Attorney Karen Burns-Noon and the Pennsylvania State Police made the announcement Thursday afternoon at a news conference at the State Police Barracks in Frackville. They said the shooting that left 18-year-old Zachary Foster dead was justified, but it took a lot of police work to properly determine that.
Investigation and collection of evidence at the scene, review of the 911 tape, review of the footage of the home security system, interviews at the Pennsylvania State Police Barracks after the incident, viewing of numerous photographs, and discussions with the coroner. It is the conclusion of the Pennsylvania State Police and the District Attorney's Office that no charges will be filed in this unfortunate incident.
Foster was killed after he broke into Kurt Stein's home in McKeansburg. Foster broke into the home despite signs that say trespassing could result in injury or death. Police say their hearts go out to both families involved. Well, he's helping a friend get through a tragic situation with a couple of laughs. A comedian put on a special show to benefit a victim of that shooting at a township meeting in the Poconos. Christina Papa was at the show last night in West Hazelton.
They've got their tickets and they're ready for their big night on the town.
We came out to get together to see the show and see what it was about and to have the food.
Comedian Brad Lowry entertained the crowd at Cinema Draft House in West Hazelton on Thursday night. Members of the audience, like Elaine, didn't know the event was actually to help benefit Linda Kozik. She was severely injured in the shooting at Ross Township Municipal Building in Monroe County earlier this month.
For something like that, I wish we were a full house.
Thursday's performance is special for comedian Brad Lowry, who's trying to help raise funds for his good friend, Linda.
Now, Lowry drove miles just to bring the laughs here to West Hazelton tonight, but when it comes to helping others, charity knows no distance.
And she has great spirits. You know, she's still, she won't be able to walk for about another year and a half or 2 years because she lost part of her shin, and they had to actually put another vein in and also put a bar in so that, for her shin. So she's doing okay right now.
Linda Kozik attended the meeting earlier in August with her husband, Jerry. While she was severely injured, Kozik has said in interviews that her husband, Jerry, shielded her from gunshots, saving her life. While there were plenty of laughs last night, the benefit performance had Lowry holding back tears.
Her husband, unfortunately, he was killed in the whole thing. I'm sorry. I keep saying I'm gonna be all right, but I'm not.
The seats weren't all filled last night, but there are still plenty of ways people can help donate to help get Linda back on her feet.
You go right to www.helplindakozik.org, and whatever you can, give, that would be great. So I think you guys are coming out to interview me, to help with the situation here. So hopefully it'll happen, Linda. All right.
Hey, that's what we should be here for, doing good rather than bad.
Christina Papa, News 13, West Hazelton.
Holiday weekend forecast still kind of on the bubble. We'll break it down in News 13 weather. But first, we'll preview a big local fundraiser that's a great kickoff to FunFest weekend. We'll tell you all about it when News 13 continues. It's a major fundraiser that helps them help the community all year long. Catholic Social Services will be holding its annual FunFest breakfast next week. Today, Christina Papa stopped by Our Lady of Mount Carmel to find out what to expect at the big feast.
FunFest is just a week away, and folks here in Hazelton are already getting ready for the big event. Here at Catholic Social Services, I'm with Tim, and there's going to be a big breakfast, right? Talk about when is it?
That's correct. We are going to have our annual breakfast on Saturday morning, the Saturday of FunFest, September 7th, here at Catholic Social Services.
And they'll be cooking right here in this room, right?
In the Family Center. This is our new Family Center, and we'll be using this kitchen for the first time for this big fundraiser.
So there'll be what? Scrambled eggs, maybe what else? Bacon?
No bacon. There'll be scrambled eggs. There will be sausage. There'll be ham, home fries, homemade home fries, toast, coffee, tea, dessert.
This is a big event. You said last year that you're expecting over 120 people around there.
We'd like to hit 200 people this year, but yes, we served over 120 people last year. with the breakfast, and we're hoping again to draw a bigger crowd this year.
So people who want to attend, should they call in early and make maybe just say I want to come to this event?
Yeah, right now this year the tickets are $6 in advance. You can purchase them from Catholic Social Services. If you don't purchase your ticket ahead of time, that's fine, but they are $7 at the door. And then children under 10 years of age are $3.
Okay, so again, the event is when, where, and what's going to be there?
Again, the event is Saturday, September 7th between 8:30 and 11:30 a.m. here in our Family Center at Catholic Social Services, which is the former Our Lady of Mount Carmel Church. And you're going to get a great breakfast. You're going to get a wonderful amount of eggs, pancakes, sausage or ham, home fries, juice, coffee. We'll have some tricky trays, maybe a 50-50, and just some great fun.
So get your breakfast in here at Catholic Social Services before you head down to have all that fun at Fun Fest. I'm Christina Papa here at Catholic Social Services for News 13.
Sounds yummy. Time now for our regional weather from the National Weather Service. Checking the radar. The clouds burning off, sun breaking through, but still a chance every here and there of those pop-up showers and thunderstorms, and that's going to continue into the overnight. Our creative condition is all about a sunny, breezy day. It's by Amy Medina, a student at Hazel Elementary Middle School, and she drew a beautiful sunny day, and there's even a pink kite flying way high up above. Now let's take a look at News 13 weather from the National Weather Service for Greater Hazleton for tonight. Showers ending, then areas of fog with a low around 64. And for Friday, fog and clouds during the morning, then gradual clearing with a high near 77. Mostly cloudy at night with a low around 64. Heading to Schuylkill County tonight, scattered showers and thunderstorms through the evening with patchy fog overnight, the low around 61. For Friday, patchy fog, then clouds burning off to a mostly sunny day with a high of 81. Overnight low around 64 degrees. And let's check the winning midday lottery numbers. Good luck if you play. The daily, 784. The big 4, 4203. Quinto, 09064. And the treasure hunt, 7, 10, 14, 19, 28. Hope you won.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's social news. First tonight, happy 9th birthday to Isabella Lasant. This wish comes with love from your family, friends, and everyone at SSPTV. Also tonight, happy birthday, Eric Jenkins, from your family, friends, and everyone here at SSPTV. Tonight's Talk of the Town report, Cooper, a 16-month-old dog, has been lost in the area of Hillside Drive in Hazel Township. Cooper needs medication, and the family asks anyone with information to please call them 570-956-9223. A block party fundraiser for the Boy Scouts and Weatherly Museum will be held September 14th at Tulip Alley in Weatherly. The event will be held from 1 to 7 with live music, food, carnival games, bounce castle, basket raffle, face painting, and much more. And finally tonight, the Greater Shenandoah Area Chamber of Commerce will be holding a town-wide yard sale September 21st at the Senior Living Community. Cost per table is just $5 and can be reserved by calling 570-462-0811. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Giuseppe Joe DeStefano. Service will be held Saturday at 11 a.m. in the Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home. Friends may call Saturday from 9 to 11 a.m. Roland E. Sam Lutz Jr. of Zion Grove. Funeral will be held Saturday at 10 a.m. from the Harmon Funeral Home. Friends may call Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. And Ronald A. Smith of West Hazleton. Memorial will be held September 9th at a location to be announced. The Harmon Funeral Home is assisting the family with the arrangements. Tonight's obituaries have been brought to you by the Smilax Floral Shop located on 15th Street in Hazleton. For delivery to all local funeral homes, call 570-454-0111. And by Doves of White, serving Schuylkill and surrounding counties, call 570-205-1597.
SSPTV Sports on News 13 with Fred Barletta Jr.
Well, it'll be a busy day on the links today, but golf was also pretty big yesterday. Matches all over the place. Why not? The weather is perfect. Get out and get these games in. And I'm sure the kids are loving it, particularly the fact they're doing this before school is even in. Anyhow, Hazleton area on the short end of things yesterday. Crestwood outdid the Cougars on the course yesterday. That despite the fact that Rich Gowell was on top of his game. He fired a 45. Remember, in the Wyoming Valley Conference, they play just 9 holes. So now when you take a look, the scores change a little bit. MMI got edged out by Nanticoke. Sam Harmon fired a 41. Now in the Schuylkill League, the numbers jump up. because they play a team. That did not deter Pottsville as they outshot Tamaqua yesterday. And the Marion Colts, they had a real good day out on the course as they dominated Williams Valley. Now today, lots of golf action, as we said. Weatherly and Monoid, Marion right back in it with Nativity. I'm wondering, is this a typical Marion Nativity grudge match when they get out there? I'd like to check that out. Lord's Regional is at North Schuylkill and Tamaqua over at Thorpe. Now soccer's starting to get warmed up. MMI will visit Weatherly, and in tennis, Thorpe is at Tamaqua and MMI is at Crestwood. Tennis in the fall is girls tennis. Minor League Baseball last night, the diminishing hopes of Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs for the playoffs took a hit last night as the Rail Riders railroaded them 5-4, the final in that one. J.R. Murphy, as you see, went 3 for 6, including going yard once. He had himself a pretty nice day up at Music today. Same two teams will go head-to-head. As far as Major League Baseball, Joe Maddon's Rays bounced back, broke their losing streak, which had been 3 games, but back on the winning thing, and they needed it because the Red Sox won again as well. Phillies and Mets, they'll play again. The Phils, well, you know, when they send out Cliff Lee and even Cole Hamels, last night he looked pretty darn good. Milwaukee and Pittsburgh will play as well, and the Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. That's the rubber match of the 3-game series before the Yanks head home for the weekend. They'll be playing the Baltimore Orioles, but of course we're all thinking football, high school and college starting on the weekend as well. Tonight's sports is brought to you by Mountain Speedway. Here's a look at this weekend's action. It's going to be busy. The racing will begin at 6, so plenty of action this Saturday. Just $10 for grandstand admission. Kids under 10 are free, and if you're active military or a senior, you get a $2 discount. There's the website and the phone numbers. You could call them and get all the information on the excitement of racing down at Mountain Speedway. We're giving away 2 grandstand admission tickets to this weekend's race. Call us right now, 459-9813, and if you're the 3rd caller, you can claim your tickets at the race with proper ID. Hey, that's a pretty interesting ticket.
Plenty more news and information headed your way on News 13. The fiery police chief in one local community opens fire again on YouTube at some interesting targets. That story and much more news when the 13 crew comes right back.